You are watching Fistarn live, and I've not been streaming for a while because I've been sick in my bed. I couldn't even get up, crazy. So if I sound strange, that's why. Um, uh, I'm not gonna be playing much tonight, but I'm gonna take a look at an awesome replay that I got. I have been playing some games, but maybe just one or two per day. So this was pretty interesting. Let's take a look at it. It's a Zerg versus Protoss. I'm the Protoss, of course. No crazy stuff. Let's roll it. Alright, so we can see myself in the bottom left, Fistarn. And in the top right we got Khayman. Very nice looking Zerg here. We're gonna skip the little boring parts in the beginning. Standard opening. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with my crazy little photon strategy here. Scouts cross each other. Just taking a look. No hatchery yet. Just basic opening for me here. I really like to dictate the game when I play versus a Zerg. So as you can see, he wanted to expand here, and he got the expand up and running, which leaves me only one option here. I already got my gas and gateway running before the cannons, which is something that I usually do not do. And we're gonna see how it turns out in this game. So, trying to put up this sneaky little pylon here. As you can see, he cannot see my pylon, but he did kill my drone, and he suspects, yes, there he sees it. Um, so it doesn't look well with the cannon rush. I have to cancel. At this point, I feel like I already started the gas, so why not go for voids straight away and just punish him. You can see the spawning pool is not quite ready yet. Uh, the hatchery is coming up. Let's speed along a bit here. So you can see cybernetic score is coming up now on the way. Little scouty thingy moving around on the left side. Still no real anti-air here from him. You can see here, one spine crawler, a few lings, that's about it. And the stargates are being researched. He also got a queen up, spraying some creep, another queen. So my only real problem here is the two queens and these lings, but I do have one cannon up. So let's see how the game progresses. He's also researching that metabolic boost, which will help him out later. A few more spine crawlers. I think he's expecting a heavy ground attack, but that's what you get for not really scouting the game. I also supply blocked myself, which, I mean, kind of hurt me, this initial rush. First Void Ray is done now. He's got a little scouty here on the back side. He doesn't have much information. You can see if I have an expand or not. That's the only real thing. He's also checking here for expands and getting ready to stop me once I move out. So far only two bases for him. Evolution Chamber coming down. Another gas. Not really sure what he's trying to make at this point. He's moving in. He noticed now I have the Void Race and the cannon, so he can't really touch me. Desperately trying to get a throw down or two, but it's just not enough. And looking here, he's also checking on the left. He really wants map control, this guy. He wants to be everywhere. So I got two Void Rays. If we take a look here, if I had moved up a little earlier, maybe I could have stopped him right away, because now he's going for heavy anti-air. You can see he's upgrading his hatchery here. He's spawning a lot of larvae, and he's really getting ready for that anti-air business. Let's skip along here a bit. So this is where I make my push, trying to find a weak spot. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna pause that shit. Wait a minute. Where was I? Alright, stupid alarm clock in the living room. For some reason it went off. I have no idea why. Alright, so let's keep the flow. So as you can see, he's making great damage to my voice. Not the best play on my part, and now I realize expansion is a must. So I believe I will be retreating soon, or trying to look for another spot. Yeah, there comes the expansion. 9 minutes 45 seconds into the game, very late. But I made a gamble here to see if I could take him down early. Not something I usually do, unless I prevent his expansion. But you know, 1 base versus 2 base is really hard. I would call it even, actually. It's like, if the Zerg has 2 base and you have 1 base, it's even. And then anything after that is just suicide. So you really want to stop him from getting any more bases. Really look at the units. You can see that there is not much anti-air on his part. So I'm still up harassing, getting ready to do some damage. I got a queen down. Feels like I'm a bit too careful here. If I just would have poked in a bit more, maybe I could have beaten him down. But I'm playing it a bit safe, trying to get another base going. I'm gonna skim along here a bit. So now retreating. As you can see, he's got his grand army coming up here, moving across the middle, coming in here on the side, but my boys are ready. And all I really have to do is shoot. He does snipe off a few of my boats, which hurt me in the long run. So it could have been a little more effective there. Zerg has a lot of gas stacked up. We'll see what they do with that later. So looking here, I'm upgrading some shields. Okay, look at the production here. Researching the shields, the warp gates. Finally, you know, you need the warp gates in any game. I still have a lot of air. No, very good army here. But he has a lot of anti-air, which scares the crap out of me. And the creep is far spread, so I don't really want to make an offensive move when it comes to that. Skipping along a little bit more here. So moving in again. And we can see, where is it? Here. So now I want to see if he has an expansion or not, and possibly take down his main base. This is a very big army, should be able to do it. But again, 2 anti-air towers right here. And here comes the corruptors, and those are very lethal to Void Race. If he would have chased me, I think he would have been able to stop my army and push me back to the Stone Age. But he moved back. Maybe he wanted to play it safe too. So far, not much action. I'm spawning some stalkers. He's going for his 3rd base. You can see here he's popping it up, moving out with his corruptors. I believe that, yes, I'm adding on 2 stargates, which is, you know, dumb, stupid, or very, very smart. I don't know, actually. I've never tried this kind of play. I wanted to see what I can do with some extra Stargate units. Since he's going for massive air as well. Maybe the correct move here would have been to go well Stalkers. because that seemed to scare him off a lot. But I don't like to, if I'm going for voids, I don't want to switch just to ground, because then he'll go like Mutalisk, and too many Mutalisks for me with only ground is not good enough. So I decide I want to go for like a mix of air and ground. Um, Still no units on the expansion here. I guess they will be coming up soon. And he's spreading his creep even more and more. So Corruptor's moving in alongside with the ground units. Now he's using third. I guess that's what promotes him. So I'm moving in. Very bad placements with the Zerg. Could have been a lot better. And this fight does not look so well for me. I do have a lot of cash, but not many gateways. But these Corruptors are useless now. So I only need to get rid of those few Zerglings. Shouldn't be a problem. Few Zealots to be worked in. But he did do a lot of damage to my army. And here comes my little surprise, the Mothership. Always good to have. I decided to shave it for later because I didn't want to reveal right away that I had a Mothership. But I must admit that I did forget to use it, or I tried to select it and it didn't follow along with my army, so I don't know, what do you do? Stuff happens. So we're now 20 minutes into the game, 3 bases for both players, but he's not saturating. I'm transferring probes here. As you can see, it is a little late to take the third base because the first is already mined out. I like to have 3 base running, running, not 3 base and transfer the rest. So, because you get in a very weak spot if you do something like this. This is what I'm talking about. Had I moved my Mothership over now, this would have been no problem. But for some reason I didn't, and that kind of pissed me off a lot in this game. So now I'm forced to move my probes, and they got stuck a little here, moving around again. I know if I can get them here, they will be safe. So losing unnecessary amount of probes, no, that's something I could have done a lot better. We can see this, the Zerg's got a little stack of Overlords here, a hive going, and still not many units on the third. We'll see what happens. I must have been mining a bit more effective than him, because he still got stuff here as well too. Yeah. Alright, so now I finally decide to work in units and build this bunch of crap, but as you know, too much stuff has been lost over here. At this point in the game, I'm feeling like he's got 3 base, I'm like 1.5. I do have a Mothership, but he's got Corruptors, a bunch of them, and I'm like, I feel like, dude, this is over. But then my old thought comes to mind, like, I always say never give up, because you never learn something from the games. And when do I get a chance to get a long game? Seriously, this is a good spot to practice. So I'm gonna speed up here till we get some action again. Moving around to the 23rd mark, and we got another expansion moving up. Massive army in the middle. I wouldn't say massive, but it's quite big. The Zerg's biggest problem here is the food supply. I think he could have made a lot more Overlords. We got now the incoming attack. He's looking for my 4th, which should go up any moment. Excuse me, I'm very tired. Alright. but I do feel like making a commentary. It's been a long time. Alright, so here comes my massive surprise army, and he's like, whoa, mother of all Phoenix and, you know, level 2 upgrades and stuff like that. We're actually pretty even in upgrades. I got 2-1, 2-1. You got 2-1. Right, so I really like this Phoenix, moving in, destroying stuff. I could have done more damage with that, I feel. Been a little more aggressive. But, you know, that's... when you look at the map like this, you have no... Oh, I actually didn't know you had this start. Oh, shit. You'll see what happens later. Anyways, when you only see this information, it's kind of scary. You don't really know what the opponent has, what's going on. So I didn't know that, you know, he could actually die if I attacked it. That's why it's good to watch replays. I'm not doing that as often as I should. Alright, so looking at everyone again. So he's actually on 4 base, but I think he's on 2. But I'm a smart guy, so I know that he has a 3rd. I'm sure of it, you know. He's got too much to be on only 1 base here. Impossible. So I'm going up with my 4th and trying to snipe some tumors here, I suppose. He's going up with a 5th base. It's getting really... I mean, I usually never play this long game. It's a special occasion for me. I'm moving in. He's got the broodlings, the broodlords. Those scare me, so I want to kill those. What I really should have done now is just to back off with my air, but that wasn't part of my plan, obviously. So here I am. Did I see that or not? Yeah, I saw it. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to defend here. I'm not sure I should have gone for defend. I should have just... Oh, that's a sexy voice. I like that very pretty voice. Alright. And I should probably just have smashed his bases, because he had nothing once again. But I decided to go back. You know, when I play Warcraft 3, I used to have a rule like, if you're under attack, but you're attacking his base, you never go back. He comes to you. You don't go to him. And for some reason, I'm not doing that in StarCraft. I should do that. It's a good rule. Make him come to you and not the other way around. Alright, so 5 base. Let's take a look at the economy here. Alright, so 2-2 upgrades. I got 3 on the ground, 1 on the shield, and on my air. Do we have any air here? Yeah, 1 air is coming up soon. I believe my air is a bit more powerful than that. There we have an air. Okay. No, 2-1. Alright. So, yeah. Gotta work a little more on the upgrades there. So, 5th base coming up. I mean, again, I never play these long games. Ever. 5 bases. When do you see me have more than 2 bases? Ever. So, something has happened. I feel it. You know, when I nail the macro, I'm gonna rise. Rise to the top. Once again, when you macro, he's also macroing, so you're gonna see crazy stuff like broodlords. I never encounter broodlords because I just destroyed the Zerg before he gets there, or give up because I lost and screwed up. But I never actually encounter broodlords, so to me, I don't really know what to do about them. So this army composition would be wrong. From what I've heard, I should actually have gone for more of a Archon Stalker mix, going with the Archons as tanks, and then blink the Stalkers in, and, you know, focus fire the Broodlords here. That's really what I should have done, but you know, now I'm going for like a super ground, super air mix combo, which is like it works for the army, but when the enemy is dead, um, I can't do damage with the Phoenix. I need to destroy his buildings. So unless my ground army survives a lot, that's just gonna be a problem for me. So, but you know, you're in the heat of the battle. I mean, I expected to lose back when I had this base. I already gave up in my mind, kind of. And now I'm sitting here like, oh, what units am I making? I gotta focus, concentrate. So, oh, this is quite clever, trying to burrow. However, I do have a scout. So, should run away maybe? Alright, here comes the big bad boy with the brood lords. Scary moment, scary moment. So, anyone want to place any bets? We can look at upgrades here. Finally, +3 on the air weapons. 2-2. With a little more armor. Probably just merged him down here. Alright, so he's on top of the ramp waiting for me. Very smart move. And it's a perfect show. You know, my zealots are getting stuck behind. I mean, it's not even a contest here. However, interestingly enough, if I had a little bit more Phoenix, I could have killed everything because he didn't have any corruptors. So, as you can see, at least all the links go down, and the Archons are powerful versus the Broodlords, as you can see. So that's why you should use them as tanks. Let the Blink Stalkers do the job, you know, snipe them off one by one. Excellent move. But no, did I do that? No. So, but still, we're up at, I have 5 base, he got 4, bigger army, but you know, Protoss can warp in stuff. I'm not out of the game. So this is the kind of stuff you forget when you're in a big game. Alright, here comes the little ground cavalry. You really need to be quick with this. I wasn't quick enough, I need to be faster. Alrighty. I really like the motherfucker. So we're gonna see how the Tempest, I think it's called, is gonna replace that in the heart of the swarm. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse, I don't know. But I really like my mothership for many reasons. So here comes the Corruptors, messing up my chances to snipe those Broodlords. But you know, that's a lot of Phoenix. You can do damage. So once again, if I can get the Broodlords, the ground can handle it. But I'm not quite able to. Alright, so he's getting up another army here. Take a look at my base. I'm adding some warp gates here soon. How many warp gates do I have? Can I see that? Alright. I mean, if I would have found this, I mean, I should have done more proper scouting, but if I would have found this, this could have, you know, sniping with the Phoenix, they're fast. I could have just maybe done some damage. We got the Broodlords coming in here. A little bit afraid to make too many Broodlords. As you know, I'm so Phoenix heavy, so okay, here I'm deciding to do a little more aggressive stuff. Mothership isn't really tagging along as fast as it could have been, but it's coming. don't know about you, but maybe you think I'm complaining a bit too much on myself, but I'm pointing out my weaknesses for two reasons. Because A, if I repeat it to myself, I will remember it better, and for entertainment, you can learn from my mistakes. I had this great teacher in programming, and he said, like, whenever somebody did something wrong, he said, like, all right, let's look at your computer. What did this guy do wrong? And it was not to be evil or you know, anything like that. He just said, like, if we can find his mistake, we can learn from it, and nobody else will have to make it later. And that always worked. I mean, you got so much smarter from looking at other people's mistakes. So, a little too many zealots here. I should have had way more stalkers. Look at this economy as well. He's got the cash, you know, to win this. And I'm falling a little bit behind because this base is useless. This base is useless. All I have is this, and look at what's coming in here. So my army is shrinking slowly, slowly, slowly. But, you know, now we're into 41 minutes of the game. That's about 20 minutes longer than, actually, yeah, 20 minutes longer than my average game, and about 4 bases more than I usually make, so I really like this. So, what I would like to know from you, because I'm obviously losing here, you can see. He's got this crazy army. What did you think I did wrong in this game? What could I have done differently? And what did I do good? Maybe I forgot to point out something like, hey, Fistarn, when you made that move, that was pretty smart, you know? Who knows? And yeah, the army composition, it's a weird composition. But it was an experiment. I wanted to see what could happen. But yeah. So what the tip I got was like go stalker and archon. So now it's really just doing the in-your-face move. You know, base here, base here. Got his base here, his base here. I mean, but you know, interesting enough, if I could have stopped this, I would have still had a chance, because as I said, this base is also worthless. This is worthless now. This is worthless, and he only really has this. So it's like one base versus one base. I'm desperately trying to expand everywhere, but he's nullifying my technologies. Don't have much left. So there will be a GG coming up very soon. I did, however, even though I lost, I liked this game a lot. I mean, it was a nice, good battle, because I get responses like, I don't like your Protoss versus Zerg battle because you always win and you always do the same move. But this time you got to see what happens after the rush. And as you see, I had to congratulate this guy, you know, longest game ever. I'll feature it on the stream, and it's been done. And Khayman, you played very well. I'm very impressed. There was stuff I could have done differently, but you know, in the heat of the battle, you forget stuff. And that's StarCraft, you know, that's how we roll. So with that, I just want to say thank you everyone for watching. This has been Fistarn Live number 5, and I'll be back tomorrow with gaming. So stay tuned for that. Have a good life and have a good game.